Hello! Welcome back to PlanetOldHammer. This is episode 3 of my Orktober project, where I'm recreating an Ork Gargant from one of the very first epic battle reports from White Dwarf. This particular episode is all about how to magnetize your weapons so that you can have lots of different loadouts and change your requirements per battle. And it's also going to be how to cheaply make a nice basing material. You can, of course, always use Games Workshop's nice basing pots and paints, but I like to use the old hammer way. The way we used to do it back when we were kids. We didn't have any money. Ha! And so, first of all, how to magnetize weapons. So, I've got my little human to go out and get me some 4mm by 0.5mm magnets. And what we need to do is use that and a nice drill. There we are, a 4mm drill. So, carefully get your human to drill out your model. Very, very carefully. So these models are old lead ones, or even if you're using plastic, it's very simple just to carefully drill them out. So you don't need to drill too deep. It needs to be deep enough so that your magnets can fit in and be flush with the main surface of the miniature. Little human's doing well there. The next step is just to test your magnet and make sure that they fit into each drilled hole nice and flush. After that, it's on with the gluing. A little bit of super glue, and in the magnet goes. Now it's important, make sure that your magnet is fitted with the right poles the right way. What I mean by that is, make sure that your negative and positive sides are correct. Otherwise, your weapons will push away rather than stick to the magnets. So it's important you get that right. Now little humans on to the weapons, very good. And just like before, we drill each weapon out and we put the magnet in. Again, it's very important to make sure you put them in the right way round. Right, now for basing. Now the ingredients you need for basing are quite simple. You need some more PVA glue. I use coffee stirrers, but generally something to stir the glue, and some sand. And that's it. Okay, so here's the miniature, thanks little human. And some cardboard to put the glue on, or some old paper if you've got it. And a general dollop now of PVA glue. Now, if you've ever mixed cement, or grout, or some other DIY type of thing, then it's a similar principle here. Get a little bit of sand, plop it onto your glue, and then mix it in thoroughly to create a nice little cement. We're going to use this on the base. It's a lot cheaper than using one of the proper little basing materials you can buy, and you can get a very nice effect. So you want to keep adding in the sand until you get a nice consistency. I like it a little bit like melted chocolate, a little bit thicker maybe. A nice doughy consistency. And then when you're ready, plop it straight onto the base. Now take your time with this. Remember, this sand and glue mixture is a liquid, and so it can move around like a liquid. You can tip up your bottle, and it will drip down under the bottle and get into all the nooks and crannies as you need it to. So keep going. Take your time. Right. Now once you've covered the entire base, give it one last little sprinkle of sand over the top, and then leave it to dry. And then here you are. This is the finished thing. This is how it can look when you're finished. And there you are. A nice, consistent base. Looks great. And here's the final model. Weapons on. Basing done. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I very much enjoyed putting it all together. And of course, if you have any questions, then please leave them in the comments. I'll happily reply to you. And if this is your cup of tea and you want to see more, then do like and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. And until then, Ugly Goblin out.